So with the start of the new NBA season coming to an open, I was really thinking about the contenders in the Eastern Conference. And it really got me thinking about the Milwaukee Bucks and how their first season with them having Dame on the team, they really underachieved. And I want to talk about how this is the Bucks' last dance. Let's get into it. So first things first, the reason why I believe that this might be the Milwaukee Bucks' last dance is because the underachievements that the Milwaukee Bucks keep running into year after year after their championship. In 2022, they made it to the semifinals where they faced the Boston Celtics, but then they ended up losing to the Boston Celtics. Then if we move on to the next season, they ended up losing again, but they lost to the Miami Heat. Now if we move on to this season, they also lost to the Indiana Pacers. And the thing that keeps reoccurring in these losses is injuries. Now when it comes to injuries, there's two main culprits on the Milwaukee Bucks. The first one I want to talk about is Chris Middleton. I believe Chris Middleton's injury history and him always being in and out of the lineup is really affecting this team's chemistry that they can build through the regular season and the playoffs. I think it's just really affecting the chemistry that this team could have because they don't constantly have him, so they always are constantly trying to fill someone in his role, and then when he comes back, they have to readjust every single time. Now, the second person I want to talk about is Giannis. Giannis, we might have to talk about him being an injury-prone superstar. A lot of people might not remember this, but when they were on their run to the finals, Giannis landed on his leg in the nastiest way possible. So he came into that series already hobbled, and he missed games before that in the Atlanta series. Then if we move on to the next year, when he played the Miami Heat, he got injured again, and that's why one of the main key reasons why they were down in the series, because, they were out with their best player. Then this year, he was out against the Indiana Pacers. It's like, when is this man going to play? Everybody wants to watch Giannis play when he's healthy because we know how dominant he can be on both sides of the court. And we want to see his team go far in the playoffs so we can match up with people like Joel Embiid or the Boston Celtics, but we haven't gotten those opportunities. All we get is time and time again, the Milwaukee Bucks under-succeeding. Now, the reason I say that this is their last dance is because there's been a lot of talks of Giannis talking about how he wants to make sure that his team's all in on him, how his team's always competitive, how they're always going for a championship. I'm not going to lie to you, the Milwaukee Bucks have done their absolute best to surround Giannis with talent. Now, the problem with this acquisition is Damian Lillard has not panned out for the Milwaukee Bucks. They traded Drew Holiday, who went to the Boston Celtics and won a championship, while Damian Lillard was sitting on the bench, hurt, with Giannis. And I'm going to give them a pass this first year. They were hurt, but they need to get it done this up-and-coming year. The time is ticking. With the new rules that are implemented in the NBA, it's very hard to build around a team, let alone signing players and trading players. It's already hard enough for Milwaukee because they don't have access to many of their picks. So the moment that Giannis sees that this team isn't fit enough for him, he's going to either ask for a trade or he's going to wait till his contract goes out and he's going to leave this team. And the Milwaukee Bucks can't just afford to lose a generational talent like Giannis. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below if you think the Bucks are going to figure it out, if you think Giannis is going to ask for a trade in the future. But until then, NBA Sphinx, out.